meat and curry, I'm your man. Cause how we all lose it is a mystery. It's like the changing of our wardrobes from a dire history. But it's the one making us not stop. 50 kilograms is all we've got to drop. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Hello, Mike.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm in
How's the big move been?
my new home in Florida, so
Yeah. Oh, you pressed the button on it.
I am.
Did see the background slightly different. You need your pink neon no sugar man still
I
up.
got it. I just haven't put it up yet. So
Nice, yeah.
That is so quick. We're trying to move house. I reckon we expected it in like September, November time, I think. But that's
yeah.
move fast in America, isn't they?
Well, you know, I left everything in storage, so I'm just here, and when I get where I'm going to land, I'll move it. So we're all right.
Fair enough. What's the weather like in Florida?
You know, it's still a little chilly. It was 48 this morning. I don't know what that in Celsius, but yeah, no, it's still a little chilly. But today's going to be beautiful. I mean, it's already started. These 2 months in Florida are the best time of the year.
Really?
In the springtime. Yeah, beautiful.
48 Celsius in Fahrenheit. It's the other way around.
No,
Isn't it?
48 Fahrenheit is quite low in Celsius. I think it's at 10 degrees.
Oh, that's the same as like
8
British
degrees.
weather. It's been like that for 6 months here, Mike. We're struggling, Mike.
What's the matter?
The sun's out and the sun doesn't come out. And the sun means that everyone in England starts drinking. Everyone just looks so happy outside the pubs. It's just, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's fajita yesterday as well.
No, Mike, I did the most terrible thing you've ever seen in your life. It was
Okay.
terrible. I'm just gonna come clean to you. I went home last night and I hadn't eaten all day. Got home, no one was home. I was home alone. As I've walked in the door, it was really late, like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Starving, checked the fridges, there was absolutely nothing. My dear mother, she left a fajita bowl of cooked fajita chicken and all the onions and peppers and that. And I just got so like hungry and I kept looking at me and I like picked all the onions and peppers off and just ate like 4 pieces of the chicken. Only small little nuggets, but they were so heavily marinated that I could taste that there was stuff in them. It was so good, Mike. It was good. But yeah, I felt disgusting afterwards because that's the first time I've broken 3 months.
2 months.
did it lead to more? Did it set you up for cravings? Binge? Okay.
Absolutely not. I didn't eat anything last night other than them 4 pieces. Today I didn't eat anything all morning, and then at lunch I went and got 2 Baby Bell cheeses, which are these little like no sugar cheese things in the UK, and some mortadella ham cut from like Spanish meats, like quite high end ones, and that had 0 sugars in it as well. And I just had some ham and a bit of cheese for lunch. Currently got no cravings. Don't know. I think me and Ian might go for a romantic dinner date tonight for some steak. But yeah, it's that first in 2 months. It's the first time I've even cut any corners, and I just sat there afterwards, and I'm a disgusting human being.
No worries. It don't, look, it happens. That's, you got to live in the real world, and occasionally there's a little thing going on. So don't worry about it. It's like, I'm not big on counting days at all. And there's so much healing in the 2 months. And if it didn't set up cravings or set off anything, then, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I felt like I let you down, and I thought about you in that moment when I was munching on the chicken. I was like, let my Messiah down. But I've come into today with a new sort of mindset around it, and it's not really fazed me because it was only a couple bits, and I didn't eat a lot, and I didn't crack on all the rest of it. It was a huge bowl, and I had 4 bits, and then stopped myself and was like, I can't be doing this, Taylor. Sort yourself out. That was me. That's my update. Yeah, Ian's completely right. I'm walking around the streets in London at the moment, and everyone's just banging pints, and
It's not even hot.
Oh,
right?
it's
The sun's out and it's cold.
Yeah.
But everyone just goes nuts. Like no one works. They just go straight into the pubs.
2 o'clock
Yeah.
onwards all afternoon, just boozers of plentiful, and I'm sitting there and feeling like I need to get involved, but
Do you know what we've done instead, Mike?
What's that?
Instead of cracking, we've booked a Russian Banya tonight. We're going sauna. We're going plunge. We're
There
getting
you go.
yeah.
You hang with that crew. I'm going
Yeah.
to find a place. I think I told you about it last week. I never heard of it. I didn't even see it in LA. I mean, I should have looked more, but I've never seen this process where you do 12 to 15 minutes of a sauna. This is in a group setting with a leader. I'm like, I don't like that idea, but anyway. And then you go to a cold plunge for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you repeat it twice more in an hour session.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
we
we
do.
do. Yeah,
That's what we do.
Okay.
it's not grouped though, but you time it.
Okay.
But I went over on the sauna one week. I was in there for what 35 minutes. It's
40.
I could easily do a sauna for 35, no problem.
Yeah,
Oh, he nearly died.
I got in the ice bath and everything just went whoa.
So tell me about this sunshine and drinking stuff. I know there are kind of triggers and all that, but if I remember my English weather, it'll be cloudy and rainy here pretty quick again.
Yeah,
So
it's not hot. It's just that
Right.
honestly is the first time we've seen sun properly
Yeah,
since maybe October last year.
Yeah.
yeah.
7 months of absolute
Wow.
no sun.
So it's like the bears are coming out of hibernation. That's the way.
Yeah,
And we've got, like, when I say London is absolutely rammed of everyone outside in the streets boozing just
yeah,
because we've had a glimmer of sunlight all week. It's been crazy, and like not being part of that movement's just been like, I don't even want to drink. But it's just that whole social element of being there, seeing all the nice little ladies, having a few drinks, enjoying the sun even though it's freezing, and just getting mad with it.
It's like slightly warmer. It's like first bit of heat in your skin.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it a little time through this first round, like till the summer comes and stuff, and maybe the summer, just double down on cold plunges and alternative stuff and whatever, and you'll get through it. And then after, I promise you, you'll be able to participate, and the drinking part will not bother you. It won't bother you that you're not, and it won't bother that other people are. It's not gonna.
I've been fine around social settings without drink.
Yeah,
The thing is, right, when we signed up to this,
yeah,
it was 90 days, and I went, I'm gonna book everything after the 90 days. I'm gonna go out and get smashed. I'm gonna fly to Ibiza and have a party, and all of these crazy ideas that happened at the start. I thought 90 days is easy.
yeah,
The longer I do it, and the closer I'm getting to the weight goals that I've got, the more I'm sitting there thinking, no, what are you
yeah,
doing? Don't go back. And I don't actually have a desire to go back. I have a desire to eat maybe different things, maybe some vegetables and stuff like this. I like cooking, so just cooking meat is quite boring. But saying that, it's
yeah.
barbecue. See, now it's a bit warmer, you can barbecue, and
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
wood firing a lot of stuff at the moment. I cooked a whole lamb leg on Sunday,
Uh-huh.
for about 4.5 hours. Ate
Okay.
that, beautiful. So yeah, it's just more of like the one thing that's definitely gone is like cravings for sugars. I've got no interest in eating. Well, what a class of sugars is like chocolate bars, and
Yeah.
that's gone. There is a being sober is a battle I've had for a while because it's more I can stop drinking. I'm fully in control of it, but I love the social element of being around and having a few drinks, and also letting it out of me. Just see what I mean? Is the bit I'm
Mhm.
totally fine with that. I'm not a bad drunk.
Yeah.
Not everything, but now I'm what 140 this morning. I was 164 or something like that when I started.
Wow.
No, I was 160 when I started this. My peak was 168. I'm close to like the levels that I'm looking to be at. It's a
Yeah.
lot slower to come off.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, maybe I just get to the bottom weight and then I can work out what to do next.
Yeah. We're at the point where we're going to be moving on to the only term I can call it really is self-actualization. It's like all the things that you ever put off in your life, career-wise, relationship-wise, what athletic-wise, physical-wise. you're going to be able to do, and you're going to have the motivation to do it. And, you know, your brain literally is going to be rewired. I do believe in my heart that sugar is an amotivational drug. A lot of people ascribe, and they don't hear much about it anymore, amotivational syndrome to marijuana. But I do believe sugar is one as well. You know what I mean? Because you get the dopamine, you get all the you get all the rewards. You know, you don't have to do anything and you still get the reward. So that's why I believe, you know, stoners sit on the couch and watch the TV. And, you know, sugar folks, they want to go to the gym and they want to go to the gym and they want to do their project and they want to get a raise and make more money, but they never do it. I mean, there's a couple of popular terms. They call it monk mode or something, but if you make this just 2025, because you kind of started earlier in the year, and, you know, start to lean into those things, whatever they are. I mean, you guys probably got a lot of them in your mind. You'll find that the substances and the behaviors from before will just literally feel like another lifetime almost. And you'll start to meet people where that's not their thing. You know, it's like they don't hang and drink, they do other things, whatever, whether it's athletics or other meetings or what have you. So, I mean, again, I mean, that's just part of the life you're headed towards has to be bigger than the life you're leaving. And I think you guys are right there on the precipice. I mean, you're right there on the edge of seeing all that, you know. And you can dip your toe in it. You know, if it's a beautiful day, you can go down to the whatever and pub and just don't drink and hang with people. You can do little bits of it as you ease into it, but, you know, just keep on going, man. I mean, you guys are courageous star students, if you will. I mean, it's very rare that I get a group or anyone who just does everything and you know has the weight loss that they're looking for and the health stuff that they're looking for. So don't waste it, man. It can be a turning point in your life. And I'm not Tony Robbins, and I'm not trying to do a motivational speech, but I really do. I do believe what I'm saying.
There's a lot of carnivore influencers in the UK on
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of them recently have started eating honey, natural honey.
No, no. So there's a guy, his name is Paul Saladino. Saladino is an interesting cat. I mean, we share a lot of background. He used to be a raw food vegan and, you know, he's all skinny and frail and stuff. He's about 40 some odd, 30, 40, early 40s, I think. And he lives in Costa Rica now. He's US, but he lives in Costa Rica. And he was carnivore and, you know, healed himself up and, you know, now he's real solid build. He's a shorter guy, I think, but he's a real solid build and he surfs 3 hours a day. But he's the one that kind of got this whole honey and sugar and I mean and fruit, even orange juice, even juice stuff. But here's the issue. Likely Paul Saladino was never a sugar addict, okay? He was never a sugar addict. I got off just yesterday with a real gigantic guy. He's Dr. Philip Orvida or something. He's I Fix Hearts. He's a heart surgeon who's carnivore, you know, no pretty high keto. And he was pretty honest yesterday that he's really not an addict. Like he can occasionally use sugar, and he's lost like 100 pounds or I don't know, 140 pound lot. You know, he's got pictures online. You can see it. And we really delved into this product or this process of, you know, some people are not addicts, and likely he was never an addict, or he is an addict in denial because the amount of fructose that he's eaten with that sugar, with that honey, the orange juice, and the fruit is, I believe, someone who couldn't handle, and this is a terrible thing to say, but couldn't handle sobriety, couldn't handle not having it. He's a sugar addict who he surfs 3 hours a day. He's in Costa Rica and he surfs. So he burns a lot of it off, but still, that's still not, I wouldn't go there. I really wouldn't. I mean, it's just
On that, so if
yeah.
you're a marathon runner,
Yeah.
you say you run a marathon a weekend, When I was running the marathon, they gave me a nutrition plan of how many the gels I've got to eat and all of this sort of stuff.
I know.
Is there carnivore marathon runners then?
I have a coach, Ingrid, who is still around. I mean, she's not taking as many clients because her life got explosively big. She's an ultra marathoner, was running 100 miles a week and couldn't run off the last 15 pounds. Like she still carried 50 in her 50s, could not get those last 15 pounds off. And she had to find substitutes for the gels and for the quote unquote fuel that they have. And, you know, she's mostly carnivore, mostly high animal based stuff. And she's still doing fine. Her times are a lot better than they've ever been in her life. So, yes, the answer is yes. I can introduce you to Ingrid. I can have her come on one day if you want.
That's the one where the skinny guys or the athletic guys are like, giving up sugar is ridiculous, man. You've got to be like in the gym, burning it off, and this sort of stuff. This is why I'm not fat. There's a guy that we know that actually he went, what I'm going to do is gain 50 kilograms and then lose it in the same year just to prove that you lot don't know what you're doing. And he believes that he can just run it off. Where I would like to put a 50 kilogram bodysuit on him and see him just walk around for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's where like every bit of marketing is. You have to have sugar to get you through. Them gels are like, people are like, you'll hit a wall in 10 miles and you've got a gel, and then you've got to hit another wall in 10 miles and you've got to hit another gel.
I'll get Ingrid on. She's, you know, she's already overcome all that. And I think by now she knows a bunch of other people who have, you know.
Yeah, but what he said about he'll put on 50 kg and lose it just to prove it. I mean, if I was skinny, I'm pretty sure I could put on 50 kg and not gain
Put
it.
it on, it's fine.
Yeah. So like, but it's always from the other side of the coin. It's impossible to see what the others have to actually go through, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
like
I also don't.
difference.
I think the mental effects are something that people don't understand with weight loss. Is
Well, hell, it's the mental effects of the sugar and the fructose in your brain. That denigration of the glucose spikes or the insulin spikes every time that you're ingesting. And I mean, I think the missing part of the equation truly is the brain chemistry, moreover, the long-term brain decimation of the product, you know. I mean, we've always known that it hurts other organs, the liver and whatever, but now we're starting to understand that it's really pretty tough on the brain. And, you know, it's a short-term suicide or a slow motion suicide, you know, like into a dementia kind of thing. I think it just messes with your processing, you know, how fast you are, how much you retain, your retention, your memory. I do, you know, I've seen it a lot of times. So
yeah, I will say my mental clarity ever since doing this diet has been, apart from the first couple of weeks.
Had a few foggy weeks in there though.
Yeah, I've been sharp as anything for at least 3 weeks now. I used to take something called Magic Mind, which was lion's mane mushroom stuff. And I
yeah,
used to have the same sort of clarity on that, but I'm obviously not taking that now because it has
yeah.
caffeine in. But yeah, it's good. It is good. You do feel good.
How's your weight there, Taylor? You hitting it, dropping pretty
Very,
good?
very similar to Ian.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a skinny legend now, look, Mike.
Cool.
Whoa.
And is it the same kind of slower now? Once a
Oh yeah, I just went off weighing myself. I got down to a good number, and then I was like it's peeing me off not seeing it drop down every day. So I was just like, I'm gonna stop again. Just
Right.
keep doing the same things. Like I just know with me, it's the process, not the results. Like is my drive. Like
Good.
if I'm focusing on doing the right things, that will come. But
Yeah.
if I don't see results and I'm trying to look for results, I just will screw it up. But it's sort of giving me, don't know, a slight bit of anxiety every time I go in the bathroom and I look at the scale because I'm like, oh, I want to jump on, but if it hasn't moved, then like I'm gonna be upset. So like
Right.
now I've just got this constant like when I go in there, like my eyes lock onto the scale, and like it don't leave the scale until I leave that room. Like just thinking, do I want to get on that or not? It's like a little battle in my brain. And when my toilet, so when I go in there and I have a number two, I stare at that scale for a good 10 minutes in there, and it's all I can focus on. But I'm a
Yeah.
bit nervous. I want to jump on it, but I don't because I know it'll affect me badly.
I jump on it every morning. Not and before when I was dieting, it was so I could change tactics to work out what I'm doing. Where actually I'm just more intrigued of what's going
Yeah.
on. I've
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
noticed little patterns like if I haven't gone to the toilet for a couple of days, the weight kind of stays around the same, which makes sense, and then it drops a little bit after a few bits. I also did a load of cycling to a load of climb meetings the other day, and I dropped half a kilogram then dropped half a kilogram the day after. Whereas when I do that big massive walk on a Saturday, my weight goes up, which is like a weird water retention thing, I think.
Well,
And then it comes back down. So
are you forgetting that sometimes it's obviously like a week delay in terms of the fat cells burning? Like you've got trillions of fat cells, 30 trillion fat cells or something in your body. And in order for them to all disintegrate or to like leave your body, it's a week process. So that immediate zero point 0.5 kg that you're losing from a bike ride or gaining weight from that walk, that might not necessarily be fully associated to that exercise or walk, no?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, but it's weird. I track it every day, and I haven't put
Look at that
today's
though. That's
in.
gone down. That's unbelievable.
I'll try. Can
Show
you
him the
see that,
graph.
Mark? Mike, can you
Yeah,
see
you
that?
got-
I can. I'll put it in
Turn
the
the
chat.
blur off. Yeah, that's his weight loss. That's unreal.
Oh
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. That's amazing.
yeah. So, whereas normal diets, it goes like that. Whereas this
Yeah.
is just going.
I think one of the things that you'll get used to, and it'll take a while, but when your body finds its right weight, that's kind of when you want to start measuring things, right? Right now, it's going to look like that all the way down, and there's going to be strange stuff, strange detoxes and strange healings and adjustments and whatever. So, it's cool. It's great to watch. I'm sure it's very motivational, but I think the one that as far as ultimate performance, like high performance, like with marathons or walks or whatever, it's once you get down to that. I don't know if that'll happen to you guys, but it happens not a lot, but it happens in our thing where people go blowing by what they think their goal weight is because they would love to at least be there, and then they get a little thinner, and they people are like saying you're too thin or whatever, and
I would love
after
them words though, Mike. No one's
Someone's
ever said that to me in my
You're
entire
too thin, Taylor. I'd be like, oh, tell me again.
life. I haven't had that once in my life, in my whole life. No one's ever
well
said you're too thin.
Well, you may because you've been a big guy and presence of a big guy, guys with the big guy complex, presence is, just let's just hold out, and we'll see what happens because I think you guys will be fine because you're working out and you're gonna do what you're doing in essence is like because you're athletic, you're doing like bodybuilders. You're cutting. You know what cutting weight means? You're like you're in a cutting phase. Like you gain as much weight and then you restrict carbohydrates so that you can get ready for a show. That's what you're doing naturally.
So have you not touched carbohydrates in 35 years?
Well, no, I've done carbohydrates. I just never done processed sugar, flour, or caffeine.
What carbohydrates have you eaten then?
Well, up to like literally, I mean, the story is pretty easy to. So I was kind of vegetarian, not kind of, I was vegetarian for 20 years and raw food vegan and fruitarian. So I ate a lot of carbs for many years until I started the summits 8 years ago and started interviewing all the metabolic experts. And the first group, Sean Baker is kind of the carnivore spirit animal, the spiritual leader of it all. I was just on his podcast and told him I thought you were crazy 8 years ago, Sean. It's like And I did, because I was kind of still vegetarian or whatever. And then it was just for me, it was a physical healing that happened, because I wasn't overweight or anything, but I had acne and rosacea and bleeding gums and basal cell, carcinoma cancers, and all that went away in about 30 or 40 days
Mm.
when I got off all the carbs. And I used to eat a lot of grains, even when I was starting to eat a little animal products. I was eating a lot of grains and um, fruit. So, yeah, no, I've been through my cycles.
What would you say a good carb is, or none now?
Yeah, I do want to, for personally, just personally, I mean, I'm not speaking for everyone or my program in general, but I want to live out the experiment that is carnivore. I want to try it in some length, because it's really only been about 4 months where I've eliminated all the other stuff. It hasn't been a long-term thing for me yet.
So you're on the same sort of journey as us a little bit. Obviously, not exactly the same because we come from being.
Well, my thing back then was, macadamia nuts.
Mm,
What else? Sweet potatoes.
mm,
And before that, it was Brussels sprouts. So
mm.
there's been some stuff that has permeated the experiment. I've been trying the animal-based thing and cheeses. I mean, kind of like nutty on the cheeses. So it took a while, and I think it should take a while, you know?
It's just moaning.
He's like salivating over what you're saying.
Yeah, we should be,
All the food you're saying right now is getting me so excited.
yeah, we shouldn't be talking about it because it will trigger some people, this might be triggering you.
It's not triggering me. It's just, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. But, I think I was and was so sensitive that I was getting a little buzz at night to eat a couple handfuls of macadamia nuts I used to, I got to stop this for you, for the audience and for you, but I would love to get, like, I get a thing of butter it's about that big, costs like $20, but it's so good. And then I would eat that with the sweet potato, you know what I mean? That was like better than any candy I'd ever eaten. So,
That's
yeah.
the bit that I'm craving. Yeah, it's not craving. It's not craving because actually, I don't crave food at all anymore. It's more of the I'd love to cook that, eat that sort of thing is going through my head.
Yeah.
It's more of like I want to actually cook
Well,
recipes.
I think you'll be able to cook for your family and for events eventually and not be worried about it and not
Cook with
have
no reward of eating it.
you don't
I
have
did do that actually. I cooked I made I
Monkfish
cooked a
curry.
monkfish. Yeah. I've got a fishmonger that sells whole fish. It's much cheaper than anything else, but the quality is really good.
yeah.
I bought a whole monkfish, filleted it up. Only one bone going down. It's quite easy.
Yeah.
Serving a plate of monkfish to my wife is a bit weird, so I made her a little curry. Just ate the monkfish myself.
Uh-huh.
Winner.
Did you have a
Yeah.
spoonful of the curry?
No, I left it in the bowl as well.
Did you try a tiny bit?
No.
Did you lick it? No,
No.
be honest with yourself. Open up
Normally,
here.
I would be in that bowl, finishing it out of the bowl, out of the pan.
But you didn't touch
I
it.
didn't touch it. I left it there dirty, and then went. Oh,
Oh, you did.
All right, we got it.
No,
This in the alcohol world, this is called the drunkalog, and today I guess it's a foodalog, so we have to move away from it because it might trigger some of the audience.
yeah, fair play.
Yeah, I agree. I was salivating a minute ago. So yeah, swiftly move on. That's why we just couldn't contain the laugh. I just actually started dribbling on the deck.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think look, I'm in a good spot at the moment, Mike, to be honest with you. I've not got any cravings. Yes, I had a slight mishap last night, but I think that was just life reasons. There was nothing to eat and I was starving, and it was better than that. I mean, I could try and order something, but I don't know how it's prepped or anything. So getting a takeaway but trying to make it healthy is probably quite counterproductive because you don't know how it's prepped and all that. The best thing I could think of is just trying to scrape all the sauce and onions and peppers off this chicken that was in the fridge, and that's what I did. But
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. No cravings. Pretty happy at the moment. Nothing's really triggering me other than the sun for booze. But I'm not getting triggered because I want alcohol. I'm getting triggered because of the social element. I want to be out with everyone and
Yeah.
being that type of guy. But yeah, I think the only other issue that I've still got that we can visit back next week is my backdoor mentality. I've still got it. I'm still sort of thinking like after the 90 days, what can I do going forwards? Am I going to continue to do this forever? Can I see myself going like this forever? In some moments, I think, yeah, I could. In other moments, I'm thinking, what if I just did like 2 months straight and then just like absolutely go mental for a day and then go back like through rehab and start the process all over again and just keep doing that just to like I don't know, ease my
Is that
lifestyle.
a thing? Do people do that?
Oh yeah, it happens. It happens.
Or just keep going through the process of every like just to,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you heal up so much that it hurts, physically hurts, like joints, hangover type feeling, even if you don't drink, if you do go crazy, like it just
I did find that when we went out for lunch the other day and had a beef rib.
mhm.
Didn't think anything was on it. Put it in my mouth and it was so sweet. There must have been a marinade on it.
Yeah.
Afternoon, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you can feel it. And that's an perfect example right there. That's a perfect example. You start to realize
yeah, you
that
had sharp pains and everything in your stomach, didn't you?
yeah, and then then the dinner comes around, you're starving, and so yeah, it's
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
I mean, nobody does this perfect. Let me be honest, like nobody does this perfectly,
I nearly did until last night, Mike. Nearly did this perfect until last night.
Yeah. Good run, though.
It was a great run. I really enjoyed it.
67 days, yeah.
I mean,
I think it's perfect if you stopped at 4. I mean, that's pretty good.
I think it's just like Ian's got a similar mentality to me, but I'm probably even more stronger. Like I'm all or nothing. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it absolutely bloody by the book. Like I'm not
Yeah.
stepping 1 foot out of line, and like
Right.
or I won't do it at all. There's no point in me doing it if I'm going to do it in part. Like I'm either fully in or fully out until last night.
And that's probably where the back door comes in, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because am I going to fully be in for this for the rest of my life and just give up everything else? But sometimes I think, yeah, why not? Sometimes I think, do you know what? My mates are all going to go out and I want to be part of that fun. And I'm getting fear of missing out and going out and getting pissed up.
Right.
Or going to a restaurant and I'm the awkward one because we can't go to a certain restaurant because they're going.
You're projecting the bad stuff. Don't do that.
No, it's probably a good thing to sort of say that some of the bad stuff because it's things that I'm overcoming. Like that's the battle, isn't it? Like, you got to look at the battle, and the battle that I've got is these are my biggest battles that I'm going through, and they're things that I've overcome over the last 3 months. Yeah,
everybody after they get clean or whatever you want to call it has the same. It's mostly a social issue. It's not really a physical issue anymore because
it's not food. I don't give out eating the food now. I'm done with it. It's just purely social, which I'm battling, which I'm going through, but I think I can do it. Pretty happy. What was you going to say?
My pals went out. Our local football teams were playing big rivalry, and we haven't played them in years. So 20 years ago, we used to play them all the time, and it used to be like really fun because you all grow up in the same area, but you also hate each other a little bit because you support different clubs. And I decided not to go because I know what them days are like, and I actually didn't regret it. I sat there going, I don't need to drink from 7 o'clock in the morning because it was a 12 o'clock kickoff. I'm happy doing what I did. So I just went for a little dog walk, did some basic stuff and felt good.
Yeah.
And we were crap as well. We lost. So I'm quite glad I wasn't there. But maybe there's a part of me that's like, is that sad?
There's very real grief, and you
Yeah,
will
I've got grief. Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll mourn the loss of that part of your life, but hopefully, like I said earlier, you will replace it with better stuff or different
Yeah.
stuff that you're more interested in and more in line with yourself, and likely if there is a back door, when there is a back door, hopefully there isn't, but what I'm saying is there might be a downtime in your life, and you have to kind of keep an eye on that too. So if you're
Yeah.
having cravings for either food or booze, you think to yourself, okay, what's really going on? Is the job rough? Is the relationship rough, or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
make sure you make that second leap, that second question ask,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
We
I
are
have been doing.
we are busy at the moment as well, aren't we? So
Yeah. Very busy at the
that's
moment.
probably it.
Crazy world at work.
Mike, we're gonna go because we have to watch. We have to go and see some naked Russian guys.
No worries.
Thanks very much for this week, and we'll catch up with you next week.
We'll see you then.
See you
Catch you soon, Mike.
Take care.
We've got some diet plans, health scans, sugar bans, fitness fans, PTs, injuries, laying off the Chinese, ball games, gym chains, protein gains and skin tight tops, and we ain't gonna stop until we hit the 50k. Drop, 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 drop. No excess fat, no FAT, no curry back, no guarantee. Rough or buff, lean on me. We'll end up as fit as a bee. Dropping 50k.